This tutorial is one of a series of tutorials covering the membership module. In this tutorial, we will go over the user-definable codes on the different menus. In this tutorial, we will look first at the family mailing list menus that have user-definable codes and make changes to those codes. Next, we will look at the personal profile menus that have user-definable codes and make changes to those codes. First, we will look at the family mailing list menus with user-definable codes and make changes to the codes. To look at the family mailing list, we'll go to the membership module and maintain family mailing list. The first user-definable codes on this menu that we will look at are in the mailing category section. There are user-definable codes in this drop-down box, and we will make changes to these codes. The first 4 of these choices in the mailing category section already exist. We will take out the sister church option and put in church site number 1 and church site number 2. We'll leave the visitor choice and add members removed from roles. To make changes in the mailing categories, we'll go to the family mailing list, maintain custom codes. And the mailing category choices are in this box. We'll go down to sister church and delete this choice and add church site 1 and add church site number 2 and add member removed from roles. And click Done. To see the changes take place, we'll go to the family mailing list and click on the drop-down box. Notice our choices for church site number 1 and church site number 2 now appear, and member removed from roles now appear. Next, we'll take a look at the user-definable codes associated with the phone numbers on the family mailing list. And remember, these phone numbers are associated with the family unit, not with the individual. The current selections are home phone, home fax, and second home phone. And in fact, those are the 3 choices available. We're going to leave these 3 choices and add 2 more choices. The 2 choices that we will add to the user-definable phone codes are cell phone number 1 and cell phone number 2. To add the cell phone choices to the family mailing list, we'll go this time to Preferences, Family Mailing List Setup, and click on the Phone Number Types tab, and click on Add, and type in cell phone 1, and click on Add, and add cell phone 2, and click on OK. We can add these choices into our family mailing list menu by going to the family mailing list and changing home fax to be cell phone 1 and second home phone to be home fax. And now these will be our default choices for phones. Next, we'll go to the Other Information tab and modify special user codes, code 1, code 2, and code 3, and give each choices in the drop-down box. For user code 1, we will create groups for mailings. We will create a group for all mailings, bulletins only, newsletters only, and for our college alumni, alumni only. And because we can only select one of these items at a time, we'll make our own dual selections of bulletins and newsletters and alumni and newsletters. First, we will change the word code 1 to mailings by going to Preferences, Family Mailing List Setup, and on the Codes tab, change special code 1 to say mailings. and OK. To add the 6 choices to our mailings, we'll go to the Membership module, Family Mailing List, Maintain Custom Codes. And here's the mailings word that we just added, and we'll add our choices. First, all mailings. Next, we'll add bulletins only. Next, we'll add newsletters only. Next, we'll add alumni only. Next, we'll add bulletins and newsletters. And finally, we'll add alumni and newsletters. And click Done. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to the Family Mailing List and click on the Other Information tab. Notice the first user code is now Mailings, and there are the 6 selections that we added. We will use user code 2 to define our groups of children in families. The first group will be ages 0 to 5 only, ages K to 12 only, then ages 0 to 5 and K to 12, ages 12 to 18 only, at home and in college, and in college only. First, we'll change the words code 2 by going to Preferences, Family Mailing List Setup, and changing Special Code 2 to be Children. Next, we'll add the 6 choices for Code 2 by going to the Family Mailing List, Maintain Custom Codes, and selecting Children. First, we'll add ages 0 to 5 only. Next, we'll add K to 12 only. Next, we'll add 0 to 5 and K to 12. Next, we'll add 12 to 18 only. Next, we'll add at home and in college. And finally, we'll add in college only. And click on the Done tab. We'll use our user code 3 to group families by which of our multi-site churches they attend. And these are actually multi-site church names that we use in our church. The first one is Madrid, as we say here, Moira, Potsdam, Richville, and because we can only select one for each family, we've made our own dual groups, Madrid and Potsdam, Moira and Richville, and Other Than Madrid, which is our home church. First, we'll change our special code 3 to say multi-site by going to Preferences, Family Mailing List Setup, and changing code 3 to say multi-site, and clicking OK. To add the choices to multi-site, we'll go to our Family Mailing List, Maintain Custom Codes, and selecting multi-site, and clicking on the Add tab. First, we'll add Madrid. Next, we'll add Moira. Next, we'll add Potsdam. Next, we'll add Richville. Next, we'll add Madrid and Potsdam. Next we'll add Moira and Richville. And finally we'll add other than Madrid. And click on the Done tab. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to the Family Mailing List on the Other Information tab. And notice our multi-site choices are the ones that we've just typed in. Next, we'll look at the personal profile menus and make changes to the codes. First, we'll look at the changes that we're going to make under Maintain Personal Profiles. On the Profile Information tab, the Personal Status has 6 options. We're going to add one more option to this menu. In the choices for Personal Status, we will add Attend Membership Class. To add the choice for Personal Status, we'll go to Personal Profiles, Maintain Custom Codes, and click on the Add tab, and add Attend Membership Class. And click Done. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to Personal Profiles, Maintain Personal Profiles, and click on the Personal Status tab. And notice the Attend Membership class now appears. Next, we will change the phone choices and the order in which they appear in the default setting. The current choices for phones include all the ones shown plus second work phone. Under the phone section, we'll change the word mobile to be cell phone number 1 and add cell phone number 2. To make the changes to the phones, we'll go to Preferences, Personal Profile Setup, and click on the Phone Number Types tab. And first, change the word mobile to cell phone number 1. Next, we'll add cell phone number 2. To view the changes that have taken place, we'll click on the Adding New Profiles tab, and notice mobile has become cell phone number 1. And if we go back to our personal profiles, notice the change has also been made on the Personal Profiles menu. Next, we'll click on the Dates and Codes tab and change some of the dates. Notice that birth date, married date, the baptism date, and the date joined are already choices. We'll make some choices to the other user assignable dates. We will leave the 4 date choices alone and add date died and military service date. To make the changes to the dates, we'll go to Preferences, Personal Profile Setup, and click on the Dates tab. And we'll change date 5 to be died and date 6 to be military service. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to Personal Profiles and click on the Dates and Codes tab. Notice that died and military service are now options for dates. Next, we'll change some of the user assignable codes and the choices that can be assigned to them. We will change user 1 to be college, and the choices will be current student, college alumni, or family of student. First, we'll change the words user 1 by going to Preferences, Personal Profile Setup, and clicking on the Codes tab, and changing user 1 to be college, and clicking OK. To add the choices for user 1, we'll go to Personal Profiles, Maintain Custom Codes, and clicking on the college choice, and the Add tab, and add current student, and clicking on the Add tab and adding college alumni, and adding family of student, and clicking on the Done tab. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to the Personal Profile menu and clicking on Dates and Codes, and notice User 1 now says College and has our three choices. We'll change User 2 to be School and have the choices be Public School, Private School, or Homeschool. First, we'll change User 2 by going to Preferences, Personal Profile Setup, and clicking on the Codes tab, and making User 2 School, and clicking OK. To add the choices for School, we'll go to Personal Profiles, Maintain Custom Codes, and clicking on School, and the Add tab, and add Public School, and clicking on the Add tab, Private School, and clicking on the Add tab, Homeschool, and click Done. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to Personal Profiles, and clicking on Dates and Codes. Notice that User 2 is now School, and there's our choices. We will change User 3 to be Multi-Site. Even though we have a multi-site choice at the family mailing list level, different individuals from the same family may attend different churches. As well, there are other reports that this code may come in handy. To change the words User 3, we'll go to Preferences, Personal Profile Setup, and clicking on the Codes tab, and making User 3 Multi-Site, and clicking OK. To add the choices for Multi-Site, we'll go to Personal Profiles, Maintain Custom Codes, and clicking on Multi-Site, and the Add tab, and adding Madrid, and adding Moira, and adding Potsdam, and adding Richville, and clicking Done. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to Personal Profiles, and clicking on Dates and Codes. Notice that User 3 is now Multi-Site with the changes that we've made. Next, we'll click on the Notes tab and make changes to the choices for Notes. And we'll make one change on the Notes page. We'll change Remarks to be Military Service. To make the change on the Notes page, we'll go to Preferences, Personal Profile Setup, and click on the Notes tab, and change Remarks to be Military Service, and click OK. To view the changes that we've made, we'll go to Personal Profiles, and click on the Notes tab, and notice now Remarks is gone and is a choice for Military Service Notes. This concludes the tutorial on user-definable codes in the membership module. Please view the other tutorials in the series on the membership module.